Alright, so I found this radio at a junkyard, and I don't know if it belonged to the junkyard or if somebody had it in the yard. There's guys that come to these junkyards and they walk around with radios and they talk on the radios and they canvass a yard real quickly and then they go to the next one. It could be them, could be anybody, could have been in a vehicle, you know, that just already was in there when it showed up. Let's go ahead and just take a look and see what frequencies are on this. So we're going to download from the radio. And it automatically went to the most popular one, which is this one, I guess. Except for it's an S. But it'll read it nonetheless. Or it won't. Okay. We need to go and also put the software in developer mode. I just updated Chirp. And we need to, we can see there's a ton of stuff on this computer, obviously. And it's definitely this one right here, the CH340. You know, which is funny because this cable claims to be the PL2303, but it's not, it's a CH340. You see? Immediately reads the radio. 462125. I don't know that they're using anything special at all here. These are really weird frequencies. Anyway, that's what's on it. And it is just all GMRS basically. 469 seems kind of high. Well, let's come in here and go look at what the combined chart is. And then what do we have? 46256.
Truck for the California 28 7 Zebra 26045. Dog is locked in the vehicle, unknown if it has water. On the center row, Adam 4. The plate comes back, expired November of 2024.
Ooh. Animal cruelty call. Anyway, so 5625 for number 1. What is chirp reading? 562125. They're out of the band. They got 562 channel 5. They're like 5 channels below, basically. Let's take a better look at that. 462125. 462125. I'm not the expert on this, but I would guess this radio is from the junkyard, and they're using these frequencies that are outside of this band, and I guarantee they didn't pay for them. That would be business radio, probably. That's way below it. And I'm sure they did it on purpose because that way they wouldn't have to listen to people on walkie-talkies. So what we have here is, and it's got a tone on it, so it's like 225, 325, 425, and 525. Unless that's just how these radios get shipped. I don't know. Huh.
Wait,
I don't see anything interesting here, but 469,950 seems a little bit high too. So does 463. And what about this 450? That's got to be out of the band. 462. None of these are authorized frequencies. 462. And they might be using the repeater input frequencies. I don't know. What's the offset, I wonder? Four, 6, 7. Nothing goes that high. Now what do we have here? We have what do these transmit on? Midland and Cobra extra channels. Interesting. None of that actually jives with any of that. I would like to see a chart that shows the offset, because I don't know what the offset is. Four, 6, 2. This is completely all way off. It doesn't tell me the offset. That's kind of interesting. Let's go to the FCC's website and take a look on there. They have a chart too. Alright, we have the GMRS table here. And then I don't remember how they do the offsets, to be honest with you. I think it's positive. So I think you're on 462 and then it's a 5 megahertz offset. So you end up on 467. Anyway, but 462,575 is also a simplex, so that means that that's the frequency they're receiving on, but the offset is either above or below, which I think it's above on 467. Anyway, this is a junkyard radio, and they definitely put it to go way out of band. So, and it makes sense, because I'd personally use a MERS radio myself, because there's nobody on MERS, but GMRS is really populated. So we got 16 channels. I'm going to save this just for the heck of it. I'm kind of curious. Save as. I'm going to name it Junkyard. Junkyard. Okay. And then next time I go to the junkyard, I'll take a radio with me. And I'll listen and see if they're talking on any of these frequencies. So I'm going to program this to some other radio. In the meantime, if I want to, I can program this to something else. What I like to do is do this. Open the stock configuration. What is CA? FRS. GMRS. California? No, it's Canada. Yeah, it's Canada. I'll be damned. Look at these little gnats flying around out here, dude. They're driving me nuts. The weather's changing. Crickets. Weevils. We got MERS. And then you got, let's go, open stock configuration, FRS, US FRS. Look at that. They put so much crap in here. They got 52 channels of garbage, dude. It's nuts. Yeah, it's a positive 5 megahertz offset. So that's what keeps it within the band. So when you're on 462.575, you're actually transmitting on 467.575. And they probably have it to where it doesn't go in between there, because they have odd numbers. So the closest to 575 would be GMRS channel 8. So what they did is weird here is they have GMRS channel 1 as 562, and they have all the FRS is exactly the same. Like, it doesn't make sense why they've programmed it like that. But these 14 channel radios should really be 22, and then you could put all 22 FRS in it. So anyway, I probably just leave that radio alone. I don't have a use for a 14 channel radio.